Guys, we found it. Have you been looking into townhomes? You want that good space, but some of them, they're either too expensive, the square footage is way too big, or the ones that are more reasonable in terms of square footage, you feel like you don't have space in there. Well, this one might just be the one for you. Now, right behind me, this is a new construction townhome project here in the city of Langley, more specifically the neighborhood of Willoughby, which I know you guys know we absolutely love. And today we're gonna take you through two of these different units. And like we mentioned, they have some of the best floor plans that make 1,500 square feet homes feel absolutely massive with some of the most amazing features, the most amazing main level that I've ever seen. So I'm excited to take you guys through, and let's get into it right now. All right guys, so this is the first home that we're going to take you through. As you can see, you do have a little bit of a backyard in this unit, and today we are going to showcase to you guys two different homes in this community. This is the first one, and they are actually sold out of this exact floor plan, but they do have a very similar one. The only thing that's missing in the other units that they have available will be this den space. But the next unit we're going to show you, which has one of the best, most spacious main levels I've ever seen, especially for a townhouse of this size, that one is still available. Now, when we walk up of this one upstairs, this one is actually going to be a 1,590 square feet unit. And the very similar floor plans that are still available, if we take out the additional 150 square feet there on the entrance level, that is going to take it to around 1,450 to 1,480 square feet in its interior. But now as we enter and show you guys this main level, you're going to have 640 to 650-ish square feet up here in this main level. And I hope you guys are seeing how spacious it feels. You have your L-shaped kitchen, your island, and out the window here, I'm gonna show you a couple of the other units. You have plenty of space between this specific unit to the other homes, and you do have a green belt, which the next unit that we showcase to you guys, they're going to have access to that green belt from their home. But now this kitchen is absolutely beautiful. You have your gas stove, hood fan tucked away, and we just took you through that sink. And this part of this L-shaped kitchen, you have a super long counter space. That is actually insane. And let me just take a step back here and show you guys the point of view from your kitchen to the rest of this main living area. There's a bunch of space, and you guys just got a sneak peek, so might as well, let's walk into that right now. This is going to be your full-on pantry. So you have a door, completely separate room for your pantry here. And this is a great sized pantry. The next home we are gonna show you is even larger, so stay tuned for that one. And of course, a lot of this home, these are all part of the staging, the upgrades, for example, these light fixtures, the wallpapers, but this can give you a great idea of how you can make the home feel. They do have, you know, the wood finishes, so the millwork here, and of course the custom millwork, all that's included, but we just have to keep in mind some of these additional design items, they are just here for stage. And I want to note that the laminate flooring that you see all throughout the home, that is an upgrade that they've actually put into this unit. Your powder room is tucked away in the corner over here. And I really like this little touch. I'm not sure exactly what I would use it for or what you would use it for. Maybe you want to use this as a little hideout space to read. But I do love that they put a large window here. And since the walls are punched out, you can set up some area to sit here. And just comment down below. Let me know what you would use this space for. Maybe absolutely nothing. I'm just going crazy. But I personally really like that. And another cool touch is, look at how wide the staircase is. It doesn't go all the way up, but this is a corner unit. They have this side of the wall punched out as well. So it feels extremely wide. It is extremely wide. And you got some additional windows on the side here. So not a problem in terms of having enough light coming into this unit. But if we enter this top floor, right to your left, you have a little bit of a room. So I guess you could call this a laundry room. You can walk through it, you do have a door, but you have these stacked washer and dryer. And the great thing about having this room is that you can actually walk in here to do your laundry, and people can still walk by. Some of the other units, if the laundry is right here and you have a door there, when you open it up, it can block, either people coming up the stairs or people going down because the door is going to be open this way. So that's a nice little detail that I think the developers definitely thought about. And if we turn around here, this is the shared bathroom upstairs here in the second level. Now we're gonna get to the primary bedroom, which is absolutely beautiful, but these are going to be the secondary bedrooms. This one's not the largest of rooms, but this is good size for if you have a younger kid. And you do get a great walk-in closet in this one. So that is a plus. And let me show you a bit of the view here. And you see all these machines around because not even just this project, right down the street over there, you have another project, and those are single family homes. It is Brighton North by Foxridge Homes, and we've actually toured those ones, so I'm gonna link it somewhere up there so you can take a look. But this neighborhood, they're just going through a bunch of change. They're developing a ton of homes in areas that used to just be forests and trees, and now they are, full residential areas with a bunch of amazing new homes. If you know anything about this channel, we absolutely love this Willoughby area here in Langley. They have so many new homes, brand new homes for us to tour, each with its own taste and its own unique properties. So if you're interested in one of these homes, make sure you reach out to us. We have people calling us, emailing us all the time to help them with their move, whether they're relocating here to Vancouver or you're already a resident of Metro Vancouver and you're looking to purchase your first home or to upsize, downsize, whatever the case may be. We love to be resources for you guys, so go ahead and reach out to us. I'm gonna leave my contact information right up there. But now we're in the primary bedroom, and this is the ensuite. You have your double sink, your glass shower. Everything in this home feels like an earthy vibe. And look at that, you have a window here in your bathroom. Now we just walked past it, of course, but I do want to comment. This is an absolutely massive bed, and you still have your bed sides. And that's how much room you have in this primary bedroom. As you can see over there, the heating systems throughout this home, you have heating as well as AC. Now some places have that as an upgrade or not even an option, which the newer homes, new constructions, they typically do have AC, whether it's built in or as an option. But these days, for example, today, it's a pretty warm day, you're getting in the 30s, so having that is definitely a great thing. For some people, an absolute must. So that's it for this unit, guys. We're going to the next unit, which, like I mentioned, has one of the most amazing main levels that I've ever seen. So make sure you stay tuned. And of course, at the very end, we're gonna get into the pricing and all the details about this project. All right, guys, so as you can see, they're still doing construction on quite a few of these homes, but this is going to be the second home that we're taking you guys through. It's actually only sharing one wall, so if anything, it feels a little bit more like a duplex, and we're going to tell you that they do have some unreleased units that are going to be more like a duplex coming out in the future, so we'll give you the information on that. But as we step in here, your traditional, first thing you have on your right is your 2-car side-by-side parking, and look at that, they even gave the garage a window so they can get some light, and that door actually will take you to a bit of a backyard space. So if I walk on along here, we're not actually going to step foot outside, but if I just take you out the window here, hey, say hi. This is going to be a little bit of your backyard. And now if we walk on upstairs, this is the unit that's going to have the most spacious main level. Not by too much, but it definitely feels like it. So when we turn the corner here, this is another cool part about this home that you don't see very often is right here, you have a bit of a hallway leading up to your main level. And to your left here, overlooking a complete, quiet, nature-filled green belt. So if we open this up and step foot outside, you'll see this is a decent sized balcony, and you have complete privacy because behind you, these are all trees, and they do have their other units that are still under construction over there. And the 2 unreleased one, if I'm gonna guide you a little bit, right there in the crack behind there, that's going to be their last 2 homes, which is going to be the side-by-side, almost like a duplex style home, similar to the one that we're in right now. So that one's going to be finished closer to the springtime of next year. But if we take a look at this, like I mentioned, this might be the most spacious 3-bedroom, 1,500 square feet home that I've ever seen. And As we're on that topic, I'm gonna tell you the exact specifics, the numbers of this home, this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with 1459 to 1490 square feet in the interior. And if we just step foot into this kitchen first, you don't have the most massive island. As you can see, they set up 2 chairs. But what I really like is, number one, the L-shaped kitchen here. And we're going to, open up some cabinets in a second. But the biggest thing for me is the amount of space, and more specifically, the width of this main level. So if I come from one end to the other, this is much wider than most 1,500 square feet homes that you're gonna find in this area, and especially these days. So coming in here, you have your sink, of course, with huge windows looking again at that green belt. So you're gonna have complete privacy. This is going to be your gas stove, and the hood fan is completely hidden behind there in behind the cabinets. If I open some of these up, you'll see you have pretty good amount of cabinet space all underneath here. And your microwave as well is tucked in there. I'll give you a bit of a view. And one of my favorite parts of this home is going to be this room right in here. And I'll let you take a guess at what it is. I know some of you are going to say bathroom, but this is not. This is actually going to be a full-size pantry right here. You have a full room dedicated to pantry space. So if that wasn't enough cabinet space out there for storing all your food, then you have a full-on pantry as well. And one thing I did miss is actually back here. Once you directly get up the stairs, you do have a coat closet with double doors. So this is a pretty great size coat closet, not directly in front of the door, but if there's a place to put it up here, this would be it. So let's continue along. You have your dedicated dining table, and you can change that out for a chandelier here if you want. And this, again, this might be my second favorite feature of this home, is when we sit down here, you have so much space between this and the other side of the wall for a townhouse. And I just love the amount of windows also that they've put in throughout this entire home. If I get up here and we continue walking upstairs, let me first of all give you a bit of a view of your neighboring units. And right before upstairs, the powder room is actually, it's hidden, tucked away here in the back, with a cute little sink over there. And as we walk up, the difference between this and the other unit, I think that you're able to see, is that this one, the stairs as well as the full upper level is going to be carpet. So this is carpet all around, and they do have laminate as an upgrade, but not for the finished homes. You can do that for the homes that are still under construction, but these ones, they are not going to rip it out for laminate. So this is going to be the shared full bathroom up here, and right beside it, your stacked laundry. And I do want to compliment them. This floor plan, in terms of where they put this laundry, in my opinion, this is the right place to put it. Some places they have it literally, whether it's right there beside the primary bedroom, or it's sharing a wall with the living space. So if you're doing laundry at night, you can definitely hear it from the rooms. But what I like about this is you have the bathroom, you have the laundry kind of in its own separate area, and the rooms itself are completely on the opposite end. So this one is going to be secondary bedroom number 1. This is a good size. Again, plenty of light coming in. It's a sunny day today, so I think it's a good time to showcase you how much sun you're actually going to get in these units. And then this is going to be your closet in this one. Not the most wide closet, but certainly a little bit deeper than your typical closet. And now if we go down the hall, we're going to get into bedroom number 2. Looks very similar, almost like a flipped image with bedroom number 1. And this is going to be the closet for this one, which is longer and not as deep. So each of them has its pros and cons. And now we're stepping into the primary bedroom. And make sure you stick around till the end, guys. We're gonna be sharing the prices on these, as well as which units are still available. And then of course the details, like we mentioned, about the unreleased phase, which is going to have a couple of homes that we're going to get into. So this is the walk-in closet for the primary. And it's definitely not the largest walk-in closet, but this is a home that's less than 1,500 square feet. I know it definitely feels like more, but some area you definitely need to give if they're going to have all this space, especially in the main level, all that space down there. So you have your glass shower here, double vanity, and this is interesting. You don't see this as often these days. Is this the oval shape sinks? We're normally seeing the rectangular ones. And of course you have more storage down there. And what I really like about this unit is, we mentioned it downstairs, but the privacy you have, and that's more important for your bedroom, of course. It's a little different story when you're in your kitchen, but from here in your bedroom, no one's going to be able to see you. You're gonna have your complete privacy space. So you could even leave these windows open and no one's gonna be able to see you here. And that's a massive bed right there. All right, so those were the homes that we wanted to showcase to you. And I know you guys are curious and excited for the prices as well as more information. So that's what we're going to get into right now. There it is. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the 2 homes that we just took you through. And now, of course, we're going to get into the pricing as well as any additional information that you should know about this project. But right before we do that, if you're not new to this channel, you know we love this neighborhood in Willoughby here in Langley, and we've done many different tours of different townhouse and single family projects here in this area, as well as other areas of Metro Vancouver, whether that be Coquitlam, Burnaby, Surrey, or whatever the case may be. And there's so many different projects and products out there right now, and each one has its pros and cons. So, you know, if you're interested in a home like the one we took you through today, or if there's something about this home that maybe doesn't fit your lifestyle or what you're looking for, and you're looking for something slightly different, then that's why you gotta reach out to us right now. I'm gonna leave my contact information right up there. You know, we love getting calls, texts, emails from you guys, and being able to be of service, of value to any of you that are in need of that assistance. So go ahead and reach out to us right now. We would love to get the ball rolling with you. Now, getting back to this project, the first home that we took you through, that is actually one of their units that, like we mentioned, is already sold out, but they do have the most similar unit, which their main floor and upper floor are in a way almost identical. The only different aspect to these A plans is that the first floor won't have that den area that we gave you a little glimpse of. So those ones are 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and around 1450 to 1483 square feet in its interior. And they do still have quite a few of those homes. And the starting prices on that floor plan is $859,000. Now, like we mentioned earlier in this video when we were going through one of the homes, that they do have an unreleased phase, which it's only going to consist of 2 homes, and they're going to be duplex style homes, meaning you only have 1 shared walls. So both units are in a way going to be corner units. There won't be any units that are in the middle with a wall on each side. So a lot of people like that in the sense that you get most of the time some extra windows on the side of the house, as well as you're only sharing a wall, which of course makes you feel like in a way you have more of your own privacy. And those ones have an estimated completion of February 2026. And the units that are going to be in the duplex style home that we just talked about is going to be this A plan. And the second home that we took you through, that is the one with the slightly larger main level, super spacious feeling. That one is their 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with 1,459 to 1,490 square feet. And that is the special aspect of these homes that I'm extremely excited about, is the way that, you know, you have less than 1,500 square feet in the interior living space, but it definitely feels way bigger than that because of how the floor plan, the layout has been made. And that one has a starting price of $949,000. So there you have it, guys. This project is located in a very quiet, family-friendly oriented neighborhood. And we're going to link some other projects that we've toured in this area right up there, so feel free to check that out. Thank you guys for sticking around, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.